Alright, welcome guys. In the last session, we saw how to read our file, and we had created a text file with the three entries. And in the last session, we saw how to read that text file using scanner class. So now we need to utilize that data from that text file which we have created, and we need to edit our users. Say, for example, we have to edit our users. So what we need to do, we need to take one user at a time from the text file, edit some properties. Say I want to change the password for each individual user. So I will take one user from that file, open the application, go to the edit page, enter the details, change the password, go to the next user, change the password, go to the third user, change the password, and then quit. So this is what I am going to do now, and for that I have written this logic over here. I have created this second test.java, but before that we will see the edit user.java. So edit user.java. Now what is this class doing? This is a page object class, and I have created this page object for the edit user page only. So this has these elements btn save. The btn save, this button is appearing twice once you open the application. If you check in the application, you will see that once you go here, users, user management, users, and then you, just a minute, it's loading. Alright, let me log in again. So admin, I logged in. Okay, I have logged in now. Now I go here, admin, let it load fully. Admin, user management, users. Alright, you see this username text box over here. So if you type your username over here, click on search, then a link will appear. Say for example, let me open the users.txt file. I have this open over here. Let me take the first user. I'm just showing this manually first, and then I will explain you the code. So I take this first user, I do a search. It gives me just one link, since there is one unique user with this name. So I click on that link, and here everything is disabled if you notice. Then I click on this edit button. Now this edit button has the same locator as this save button. So in short, only the text of this button is changing. Now let me click on change password. I click on change password, I click something. I click on save. Okay, successfully updated. So this is what we are going to do in our code. Let's go to the code now. This is the text file that we are using. This is our page object, edit user.java. Now this is the button button locator, not page object, button locator, which is located with the id btn save. Next is the change password checkbox, which is having this id system user underscore check change password. Then comes the system user password. This is the password text box, and then is the confirm password text box. So if you notice, in the edit user, I only have these fields. Where are the remaining fields? Like navigating from the home page, navigating to the admin link. So all that is there in the users.java. And here, let me take you through this code. So if I take you through the second test, it will be helpful for you. Okay, so this is quite self-explanatory. Let me explain it to you. Here I am taking the constructor, I am calling the super constructor over here, the constructor from the super class, and then if you notice, I have extended the base class over here. So I have all the variables, all the methods from the base class available to me for use. Next, I am logging into the application. In the logging in process, I am checking the assertion as well. So I am passing the username over here on line 30. Then I am passing the password. I am entering the password. I am clicking on the login button. Then I am checking the welcome text. I am taking the welcome text in the homepage text variable and I am asserting the homepage text. Next, this is the first thing that is getting done. So there are no depends on clauses over here if you notice on line 27. Then comes the open users. On line 42, I am invoking the click admin link. So it will click on the admin link. Then it will click on the user management link. Then it will click on the users link. And all this is getting done programmatically now. So when you click on the users link, the users page is getting returned, and hence I have put that returned page in the users page object. Then on line 45, I am checking whether users page dot username displayed is there or not. I am just doing an assert true for that, and eventually I am taking the file name object. This is nothing but it is pointing to the users.txt, and this, if you notice, this is from my earlier session. I have read the file, and if you don't know this, you can refer to my video on reading files using scanner. So I am reading the file and putting the data from the file in the return array, string single dimensional array, and then I am iterating over that array. And then in that iteration, I am calling the search set text search. I input the value from the return array. The return array contains the 3 elements from my text file. I am putting that in the text box for search, and that is on the users page. That's why I have put users page dot set text search, and I am passing the individual array element over here. Then I am clicking on the search button, and once I click on the search button, there is just one link with the username, which I click using click users link over here. And since after that I get navigated to the edit user page, hence I have created this edit user object, and I am making it equal to the edit user object over here. Then I am invoking the read test. What read test does is it clicks the edit button first, since we need to enable all the fields. Then it clicks on change password. We have already seen this manually. Then it enters that password, and then the confirm password, it clicks the edit button again. Now click edit button has been called twice. Why is that so? Let's see. So click edit button. Now click edit button, it has the same locator as the save button. In short, both are pointing to the same location, and that's why they have the same method, that is click edit button. That's all as far as this second test.java is concerned. In the read test, if you notice over here, I have set the password as a hard-coded value. This you can parameterize using Excel files or some other logic, but I am not covering that over here. I have already covered that in the data provider section. So you can do the parameterization yourself, take that as an exercise, and that's all. So let's run this now. Yeah, I have covered everything. I have covered the second test.java, the new class editUser.java. EditUser.java basically calls the methods from base class. That's the reason of having the base class. It reduces your code to a considerable extent. These are just calls to the generic methods. Click button, enter text, click button, enter text. So let's run our code and check whether we are getting our desired output. So how do we run our test? Go to the second test.java, and notice here there is no @test annotation. So this is the test that is coming last in the call list. So this depends on login to application. Login to application depends on nothing. So this is a base test. This is the first test to get run after the constructor. Then comes open users, and open users is invoking read test in an iterable manner. Let's run this open users. Run as testng test. Here you see it has started running. It is very slow since I am not running on a LAN connection. If you run on a LAN connection, it will be probably faster than this. Okay, it logs in using admin, goes to the home page. It will now click on the admin link, user management, users. Then now it enters the user ID one by one. It clicks, it enters the new password, it clicks on save, enters the second user, clicks on search, enters data, saves, third user, clicks on search, enters data, saves. That's all. The test is done. You can incorporate the logout functionality by yourself. It is nothing but clicking this link and setting an annotation with after class or after test. You can take that as your homework. So as you can see over here, our test has passed and it's working fine. So that's about all for the second test, and in this test I have read the text file and edited the users in the Orange HRM application. In the next session I am planning to cover what is called as extent report for this application. But before extent report, let me see, I will have to cover the testng XML. I will show you how both the test cases can be run together, and then we will go ahead from that. Thank you so much.